Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 7. And as you guys would have read by the title already and a bunch of other videos already because I'm a day late to this, Hartley Sawyer, the actor playing Ralph Dibney, aka the Elongated Man, has officially been fired from The Flash. Now, I apologize for this video being a day late. It's because yesterday I've already uploaded my Stargirl video, and yesterday was the time where this news actually dropped. So it's really hard for me to record two videos in one day, so I had to delay this one. So yeah, I'm sorry about the delay. But yeah, I'm still doing it, so it doesn't really matter. Before I get into the news, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Okay, so first off, I'll be going over an article by Hollywood Reporter that has some things to say about the reason behind why Sawyer was fired. Then I will go over what showrunner Eric Wallace had to say about the firing of Hartley. And then in the end of the video, I'll give you guys a theory on how I think they could fix this Ralph Dibney situation. But first off with the article. So the article kicks off like this. The actor has played Ralph Dibney on the CW series for the past 3 seasons. Actor Hartley Sawyer has been fired from The Flash after a host of his tweets containing misogynist and racist references were surfaced in the past week. The tweets, all from before he joined the CW series, make references to sexual assault and contain racist and homophobic language. Sawyer's Twitter account has been deleted, but screenshots of the old post have circulated online in the past 2 weeks. His firing also comes amid nationwide protests against systemic racism in the wake of George Floyd's May 25th death in Minneapolis. Hartley Sawyer will not be returning for Season 7 of The Flash, reads a statement from the CW producers Warner Bros. TV, Berlanti Productions, and executive producer Eric Wallace. In regards to Mr. Sawyer's post on social media, we do not tolerate derogatory remarks that target any race, ethnicity, national origin, gender, or sexual orientation. Such remarks are antithetical to our values and policies, which strive and evolve to promote a safe, inclusive, and productive environment for our workforce. Now, I find this quite similar to the James Gunn situation. However, Hartley's situation is kind of a lot worse, especially with what's going on. Now, I have in fact seen the tweets, and some of them are just extreme, inappropriate, and just unacceptable. But I think that there's one in particular that really screwed him up, especially in this current situation. Now, you guys could actually find these tweets. All you just have to do is just go on Google and write Hartley Sawyer's tweets, and you'll see them on the images. Now, one thing to mention, however, is that these tweets aren't recent. They are like 6 years old or something. But some people brought it up due to recent situations taking place. Now, this is why probably he got fired, because he has posted some racist stuff. And due to the protests in America and the Black Lives Matter situation, this takes Hartley's sayings to a whole new level, and I believe is what cost him his job. And this thing that he's done in his past has literally haunted him and has now destroyed his life. Now, he claims that they were for edgy and humor before, but yeah, these tweets were just wrong, and he should have really deleted them. In terms of his castmates, they obviously wouldn't have known about this until recently. Danielle Nicolette also talked about how she found out about this recently, and she's just hurt by the fact that a castmate of hers just said stuff like that. But yeah, let's go into what Eric Wallace had to say about the firing of Hartley Sawyer as well. So he says, "This morning, many of you learned that Hartley Sawyer will not be returning for Season 7 of The Flash. Concerning his social media tweets, they broke my heart and made me mad as hell. And they're indicative of the larger problem in our country. Because at present, our country still accepts and protests the continual harassments, unconscious or otherwise, terrorizing and brutalizing of black and brown people, which is far too often fatal. That's why our country is standing up once again and shouting enough and taking to the streets to bring out active change. I too am committed to bringing permanent change to the work environment here on The Flash. Yes, this is a family show, but it's for all families. That includes black and brown ones. In order to facilitate this, I will continue to find black and brown writers, directors, and actors and producers of all genders to help tell Flash stories. Their stories are part of the American narrative too, and must be heard. And the fact you hear and see us, the more you will begin to recognize one simple fact: we're human beings too. To those who still aren't sure why so many Americans have taken to the streets to make their voices known, I ask you to consider this. Every time a black or brown life is harassed, harmed, or murdered, as in the case of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor, and too many others, our entire country fractures and moves further and further away from any moral authority we often claim to have in the world. Murder is not democracy. Systemic and institutional white privilege is not equality. Suppressing the free press with violence is not liberty. The only way for you to be free is for all of us to be free. Now, wow, this is pretty well worded by Wallace, I have to say. Now, he's only mentioning why he was fired. It doesn't really talk about what's going to happen with Ralph Dibney. So here are a couple of things that I was able to come up with about the Ralph Dibney character. So first off, they can easily write Ralph Dibney off, and he just won't be in season 7, and his screen time for episode 1 will just be fully scrapped, and reshoots will occur so other actors could take up that screen time that's deleted. Basically, that's one thing they could do. But what's more likely to happen is this, because no Ralph means no Sue, and that would suck, because this would mean that Hartley literally cost Natalie her job. So adding on to that, for season 7, they were definitely setting up a relationship between these two characters, and they could still make that work. This is how. So the more likely option, for me at least, is to recast the character of Ralph Dibney. As we know and seen throughout the show, Ralph has the ability to shapeshift, so maybe he gets wanted for then partnering in the murder of Joseph Carver with Sue maybe. So this would lead to Ralph not being able to go out the streets normally and would have to change up permanently. But obviously they're gonna have to do this off screen due to Hartley Sawyer being fired. Another thing they could do is an accident can occur while Ralph is using another face because he's undercover, and this will result to Ralph losing the power of shapeshifting after that accident, and then he will be stuck in this new face, and he'll be dealing with it and stuff like that. Maybe that could happen. But yeah, the chances are very slim that he could come back, unlike James Gunn. Now, he could, don't get me wrong, because what he did is in his past, and I believe that people can change. However, in the other hand, what he has done was very unacceptable and was wrong. And he should have taken action from these tweets as soon as he got the role. So he should have deleted it, and no one could have seen it. That could have saved his life. But yeah, one thing that he did has just literally cost him his job. But yeah, guys, this isn't pretty much an enjoyable video, but yeah, this is pretty much it for the video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.